I have a confession to make. Once upon a time, I said something about Santiago and the Dominican Republic that now I think was not true. I even went live on my YouTube channel to share with people just how untrue what I said was. In fact, I was wrong. Santiago, I'm sorry, but in today's video, I'm setting the record straight. Not only will I explain to you what I said about Santiago and how I was wrong, but I'm also going to give you a new top 5 places to live here in the Dominican Republic, and you're gonna see if Santiago even fits in that top 5. Hey, if you're new to the channel, my name's Jamie Gruber. I quit my high-paying job in the United States back in 2021 and moved to the Dominican Republic with my wife and kids in 2022. And I share all about life, investing, and much, much more here in the Dominican Republic on this channel. So let's dive in. Knowing what I know now, what city would I move to into DR? All right, before I got here, me and my wife, we talked about it. It would be Punta Cana, number 1. Before I got here, Punta Cana would have been number 1. Number two before we got here would have been Cabarete. So Punta Cana 1, Cabarete 2. Number 3 would have been Santo Domingo. Number 4 might have been, I don't know. I don't even know if we had a 4, to be honest with you. But I can tell you that Santiago wasn't on the radar. Then I went to Santiago. And after I left Santiago, I said, nah, doesn't crack my top 5. Not a place I'd want to live. That was my first impression. Nice city, nothing wrong with it, but just like, feels kind of dry, feels very like, it just felt like, it felt boring to me. There's no beach. You know what I'm thinking? Like, if I'm in the Caribbean, I want to be on a beach. In Santiago, people go nuts on this. Like, the beach is only 7 hours drive. All you have to do is drive half a day and you're at a beach. No big deal. It's like we have our own beach. Santiago people are ridiculous with the beach thing. However, I went back again. And I went back with the guy that owns Camp David, David Bermudez, one of the family that owns Camp David. Amazing dude. And he showed me around. He took me around. I did a whole video on YouTube about it. It got a bunch of views, for like 80,000 views or something like that. So a lot of people were interested in Santiago. And here's my new order. Number 1, where's my finger? Number 1 spot to live in DR is Punta Cana. And honestly, it's not close. So I'm gonna marinate on number 1 for a moment, because there's not equal spacing between these. There's just not. Like, for me, the number 1 place, and I'll explain why, to live in the Dominican Republic is Punta Cana, especially for this audience that I'm talking to right now. For the people on this call, the number 1 spot is Punta Cana. Period, bar none. Call it number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The number 2, but like, what? I gotta figure out my screen. I'm like backwards on it. Number 1 here. Number 2 is not here. Number 2, I said was Cabarete before I got here. Today, number 2 is Santiago. And here's why. It's organized, it's clean, it's efficient. There's been so much brought there in the last 2 years, let alone year for that matter. There's shopping, there's hotels, there's a bunch of stuff. I mean, they've had stuff, the botanical gardens. I mean, that is a family environment, Santiago, on the order of any city. Put it up against any city in any country. It's a great family environment. It also has a growing infrastructure around Zona Francas, around logistics hubs. I went and visited one. I have a video coming out about that. It was, it's a logistics hub turning into a city. It's insane. My number 3 after that, would be Santo Domingo. My wife, I don't think she has a number 3. I don't think she would live anywhere else in the country. It wouldn't be Santo Domingo for her. She's Dominican, but it's insane. I go to Santo Domingo 3-4 times a month. My wife goes to Santo Domingo like once a quarter. Like, she doesn't go. She doesn't like it. It's too much traffic. It's too busy. It's too crazy. I go for different reasons. I have work reasons, connection reasons to go. So I just go on my own. And then like last week or 2 weeks ago, I went to Santo Domingo for a little bit. Then I headed up to Santiago and hung out there for a night, and then came back to Punta Cana all by myself, by the way. So all these people telling you how dangerous it is. Look at this face. This face drives around the country by itself. I mean, by me, not just my face, by myself with limited Spanish. Like, say I'm 30% proficient. Better than 20, which it was a few months ago, but 30% proficient. So anyway, that would be my number 3, Santo Domingo. If my wife had to choose number 3, probably be Jarabacoa. I couldn't live in Jarabacoa, me personally. It's getting to a place where maybe I could, but I like certain things. Jarabacoa for me is just too like far away from everything. My favorite place to visit, but not a place I would want to live. Cabarete fell way down the list. And I'll be honest, this was, who said Cabarete's a vibe? Damien from Boston Kid. Cabarete's a vibe, kid. All the windsurfers and kites, chief, or whatever. It is a vibe. I've met a lot of people that have moved from Cabarete to Punta Cana, and I'm like, well, why did you? Because I have my reason why I think I might. And they're like, there's one road. I'm like, exactly. There's one road that goes through it. So Sue is right there. There's a little city, and then Puerto Plata, but you just don't have the same diversity of stuff to do as you would in a Santiago, Santo Domingo, or a Punta Cana. So Punta Cana is still my number one, and by a mile. Las Terrenas, I couldn't live there. I love going to visit. 2-3 days, I'm out. You want to talk about infrastructure getting behind the development? That's Las Terrenas. That's a vibe itself. It's got the Samana Beach. Samana beaches, the 27 beaches there are probably the combined prettiest beaches, nicest beaches in the country, in the world. I mean, they're incredible when you put them all together. Playa Frontón, out by Las Carreras, all the way through Playa Bonita and everything in between. But I couldn't live there. That's just me. Why we love Punta Cana. My wife said this at one point as well. Let me just stop sharing this for a second. It's annoying me. My wife said this as well. And again, she's Dominican. She grew up here till 12, moved to, she was in Higüey, Bani, and then Chelsea, and then Lynn, Massachusetts. At 12 years old, she moved up there. She was like, so many people that are Dominican, maybe some of you are. If you are Dominican, by the way, just drop it. I'd love to know how many of you are like Dominican American, Dominican Canadian, whatever it might be. Whatever, born there, born here, whatever it might be. She's like, they deny their Americanness. And Punta Cana gives you that balance. The misconception about Punta Cana is that it's an expat hub. It's not. Cabarete is an expat hub. How do I know? My core audience is Dominican diaspora. I can walk outside in Punta Cana, like not the touristy areas, but like the places where people are, and 10 people a day recognize me and say hi. I can walk through Cabarete and not be recognized once because it's all Canadians and Americans, like non-Dominican Canadians and Americans hanging out there. Cabarete is an expat hub, and it's great. It's beautiful. It's a good reason to be an expat there. Punta Cana has expats, but most of them are connected in some way to the Dominican Republic, like me, married to a Dominican woman or whatever it might be. Punta Cana is still the top spot. It just is. And I'll everybody has their own thing. Everybody has their own reasons. Again, Santo Domingo, it's got everything you could ever want. Santiago has everything you could ever want. But if you're like me, Punta Cana has, 6 international private schools that you can choose to put your kids in. It's got 7 full service supermarkets now. There's plenty to do. There's beaches, there's all the things. And then you can drive 2 hours to Santo Domingo when you got to get out of the bubble. And that's it. I mean, it's as simple as that. To me, there's not a comparison. You have stable electric, stable power. The water in certain neighborhoods is pretty decent, actually. The downtown area of Punta Cana needs infrastructure upgrades, but overall, that's my take on it. So there you have it. My full confession right here from the domes in Jarabacoa, Dominican Republic. In Santiago, I'm going to do you one better. I made this video doing a full tour of the city of Santiago, all about the infrastructure upgrades, luxury, and so much more. Tap on it. I promise it's a repayment for how wrong I was. See you on the next one.